Yes, Brass, I got it. You are going to call when the storm turns. No, Bryce, I can't do that right now. I can't talk sexy to you right now. What if one of the girls came in? Tell you what, when I get home, we will play our favorite little game, TV cameraman and the naughty weather girl. Bye, Pumpkin. Oh, hi, Vernie. Did we bring these deck of cards with us, or did they come with the cottage?
Those came with the house. Weather girl.
Oh, I know I'm not supposed to be taking these calls, but Brass is really worried about the storm, and I miss him. It's the first time we've been apart since we got married.
Well, trust me, it gets a whole lot easier.
Did you finish up in the kitchen there?
Almost. Oh, and here are all the leftover cookies for you to take home to Kenny.
Oh my goodness. That child does not need any more sugar. I wouldn't have survived this year if it wasn't for Dinah sending me that trampoline when she did. Oh, sometimes I feel a little guilty when all the other mothers are lovingly calling their kids in for bed, and I go outside and say, "Keep jumping, Kenny! Keep jumping till you're good and tired."
Oh, look, nobody knows better than me that raising children is hard. But if you found a way of controlling your kid without sicking a pack of snarling dogs on him, whew, I say keep it going.
Hey, we all know you did the best for your kids.
I think so, too. I mean, Eddie Mac didn't get to be inmate of the month because I dropped the ball. And if we could find the cult that Xander disappeared into last year, she might even be able to squeeze out a good memory or two.
Well, if you had to do it all again, would you have kids?
Oh, sure. It's not the same ones.
Oh, golly, listen to that.
Just heard on the radio that the storm is gaining strength, but it's not moving yet. So I'm gonna go finish packing our suitcases in case we have to evacuate.
I'm surprised she didn't check to make sure we're wearing clean underwear.
Oh, you don't think water will get all the way up to the cabin, do you?
Oh, great. You just had to mention water. Oh, I hope I can make it.
Now, I just don't think that a slip knot is gonna hold in a strong wind like this. I mean, all that deck furniture could end up in hay.
Will you just trust me on this? I have dated enough yachtsmen to know my way around knots. And if I can't break out of them in a fit of passion, no gale force wind is going to loosen them either.
Only you could work in kinky sex into hurricane preparedness.
Lexi, I have a couple of questions for you before I go home to Brass, all right?
All right. Shoot. I got sand in my bosom.
Oh, so that's what they put in them now. Well, I guess that makes a lot of sense. There's sure a lot of it, and it could keep costs down, but don't you have to be awfully careful in the shower? Because sand gets kind of lumpy when it gets wet.
I do not have sand in my breasts.
Oh no, to make breasts that large, they use copious amounts of silicone, which also certifies her as a flotation device.
All right. 3 years of catty remarks about my breast job is sufficient.
We're thrilled that you've just had a fanny lift. Woo! We can get 2 years of ridicule out of that. I mean, unless it bothers you, then we can all just butt out.
Oh, I'm glad you're all able just to sit around and enjoy a good laugh while I'm in there frantically making sure we're organized in case we have to make a run for it.
Well, you're absolutely right. We should be doing more to get ready. Say, does anybody else want a martini?
Ooh, good idea. It's just what we need to wash down the biscuits.
What biscuits?
The ones I'm fixing to pull out the oven. There's a storm nipping at our heels, and that only says one thing to me: biscuits.
Bernadette Sims, there is a Category 2 hurricane sitting off the coast threatening to blow us all the way to the Piedmont. This is no time to eat.
Oh, just calm down, Cherie. Bryce is going to call us if the storm turns.
Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down? I'm making sure we all have evacuation kits and Bernadette's rolling out biscuit dough?
Well, excuse me. Well, that's just how I respond to danger. Some animals spit venom, some roll up into a ball and play dead. I consume large quantities of freshly baked, fluffy mounds of fat.
But Bernadette, biscuits? I just read in the New York Times that biscuits are one of the worst foods you can put into your system. Do you know how many grams of fat are in a 2.7-ounce biscuit? And the article said the carbs are horrific. At our age, biscuits have no place in our diets, much less our lives.
Oh, that is it. There is it. I'm going to have to clarify something. The tofu is obviously leached from your good sense. Biscuits are the ultimate Southern comfort food. So the fat and carbs don't count. They're what I ate when I was sick or tired, company come to dinner, or after we opened presents Christmas morning. They're what my mama made and her mama before her and my great-grandmama before her. I bet the same could be said for every one of us here in this room. The New York Times, not going to take away this Southern girl's biscuits.
Okay, Bernadette, just calm down.
We are way past the time for calm. You and your upscale, Times-ridden, sprout-eating kind need to wake up. People who don't give a damn about our culture or our way of life, they're paving over our farms. They're building suburbs and cafe bars and super centers that suck the life out of every main street in every small town. And they're not going to stop until they made this country one big, homogeneous, soulless blur. I'm not going to be quiet about it anymore. They can take away our cotillions. They can make fun of us for using the word y'all. They can even build strip malls on our battlefields. But as long as there is music in Memphis, as long as Abe Peanut grows in Georgia, as long as I am alive and can remember the South of my childhood, there will be biscuits on my table. And the day I stop eating them will be the day they pry them out of my cold, dead Southern hands.
Cherie, just eat the damn biscuits.
Although, to be fair, that caught me by surprise as well. Bernadette's been on edge since she got here.
Well, life has been pretty rough for Bernadette. I mean, more than usual.
Oh, I'm sure the accident didn't help. Only Bernadette could lose an insurance settlement because the adjuster couldn't tell if her beat up old truck have been hit or not.
You know, I really think it's not being able to find Xandra that's got her down. I mean, I even put one of my own investigators on it. But whatever cult she has managed to glom onto this time, they've really covered her tracks well. And whether she's worshiping mystics, meerkats, or Meryl Streep, I just hope she's happy.
We haven't seen the last of Xandra yet. Her cult du jour will get sick and tired of her whining and send her home. They always do.
All right. Get 'em where they're hot. Now, who wants a biscuit?
I'll have one.
Good answer. Who else? That's the spirit. Dig in, dig in. Let's show that cholesterol who's boss.
My Lord, is this fun. At the hotel, we go through pastry chefs like sauce through a sick cat, and not a one of them can make a biscuit this good.
Now this is just exactly what I was afraid would happen. How am I supposed to go back to eating sprouted barley cakes now after tasting this?
You're not. Well, put on your fat pants and embrace your heritage.
Oh, this is nice. This reminds me how after every swim meet, we'd all race up to Shree's dorm room and pig out on Pop-Tarts. And here we are, still eating and celebrating.
Well, you have the biggest reason to be celebrating this year.
Oh, it was a beautiful wedding, wasn't it?
Oh, it was perfect. Oh, and I was so pleased so many of your friends from the convent could make it.
Oh, the sisters never turn down a wedding. They really know how to party down.
I could not believe how talkative they were. They simply did not leave me alone for a moment's time. So I didn't get to see your darling bridegroom at all. Shoot, I got honey stuck to my fingers.
I made the sisters promise to keep Lexi's tongue as far away from Bryce's ear as possible. Smart girl.
You know, Jerry Neal, you never did tell us about your honeymoon.
Oh, it was amazing. Bryce made sure that I finally got to see the Vatican. And then we went to Florence and Venice. The only concerning part was how often I was hit on. It seems that Italian men find women of a certain age to be highly desirable.
Ooh, that settles it. You all chip in for my airfare, and we'll meet in Rome next August.
Hey, but what we all really want to know is, what's it like being married to a younger man?
Ooh.
Yes, do tell. We are dying to know.
Well, I'd always dreamed about having a passionate, active love life. I mean, after I left the convent, when I was allowed to think like that. Well, I thought raising a kid was tiring. But it's nothing compared to entering the bedroom Olympics with a man in his 40s.
Way to go, Sister Mary Esther.
You know, I'm not entirely sure I've had a sex life, but those two deadbeats I raised had to come from somewhere. Although, I do remember broken up from the couch once, maybe twice in the past 30 years. Oh, that's bound to be when it happened.
Say, Cherie, what about you old married couples? You ease up on the hot monk of love after a few years?
Well, Colin and I haven't. We We make love almost every night.
You really had us going there.
Oh, yeah. Every night, my foot.
I wasn't kidding.
Let me get a pen and paper. Cherie, tell us everything we need to know.
Well, I guess my eating healthy and staying in shape doesn't seem so foolish now, does it?
Well, I might be calling you sometime to remind me what a love life is like, seeing how as I may never have another one. Oh, Lex,
I really thought this marriage was going to work out. Philip seemed so devoted to you.
That's the problem with husbands. They always say they'll die for you, but they never do.
Oh, come on. It seemed like the perfect match. I mean, you and a cosmetic surgeon? I mean, we thought you'd hit the jackpot.
please. Cosmetic surgeons think they're gods. That man was so egotistical, he called out his own name during sex.
Oh, well, I thought Philip was nice.
Nice. The man had the nerve to tell me he was divorcing me while he was removing the stitches from my fanny lift. There I was, flat on the table, and he didn't have the nerve to look me in the eye.
Oh, how I hope that memory is not seared in there.
So here I am, a string of divorces behind me, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be hoping for. I mean, it may be hard to tell looking at me, girls, but I don't know that I can compete in the dating scene anymore. And I hate to admit it, but I'm not young anymore.
Welcome to the club. We meet here every August.
So you're 54 and single. Look at it as an opportunity for something new in your life. Something, strange as it may seem, that does not involve a man. Let life surprise you. Why, look at me. Whoever thought I loved being a grandma so much?
Oh, I told you you'd love it, Granny.
Well, everyone's allowed to be wrong. Once. Oh, I put copies of Kylie's new pictures on all your suitcases when I packed you up.
You packed our suitcases?
Oh, after all these years, wouldn't you be more surprised if she hadn't?
Well, since we're on the subject, I guess now's as good a time to tell you as any. I'm gonna be a grandmother too.
Oh, Vernie, that's so wonderful.
Yeah, it was a positive DNA match. Seems right before Burl got back in the big house for another stay, he found just enough time to knock up his parole officer. She's suing us for child support. It's almost more happiness than Burl and I can stand. Although, I guess it's really about leaving a legacy, huh?
Your life is just one endless country song, isn't it?
Yep, and the hits just keep on coming.
Oh, Bernadette, I meant to tell you, I was so sorry to hear about your house.
Oh, yeah, even with your luck. I mean, who'd have thought the lightning would have struck it and burnt it right down to the ground?
Well, on the bright side, at least I'll never have to vacuum that dump again.
Oh, Lord. I wonder if that means that the storm's moving closer.
I don't want to lose our little cottage to a hurricane. Oh, especially after all of our other losses this year. First, there was my mama. And then there was Randall. That man sure had good taste in women, didn't he?
He sure did.
And then there was Coach.
You know, one of the very last things Coach said to me before he died was how proud he was that we kept our team together all these years.
Wouldn't he have gotten a kick out of it when those boys were trying to carry his casket out of the gym, near about dropped him in the pool?
Oh, that was a hoot. And you know, it's a funny thing to say about a funeral, but I think everyone who came had a real good time.
Oh, it was the perfect send-off. I mean, we really did Coach proud.
Lift him up, girls. Absent friends.
Absent friends.
The faster we swim, the sooner we win. Woo!
Huh? Bryce? No. Okay. The storm is turning and they're evacuating the Outer Banks. Don't worry, Pumpkin. We're all packed and ready to go.
Okay, Bernadette, Lexi, get these dishes back into the kitchen. If we leave now before the siren is activated, we'll beat the bottleneck at the bridge.
All right. I'll call you when I get in the car. Tell Kenny I love him too. Bye, Pumpkin.
Okay, everybody, get your keys. Don't forget your suitcases. Now, listen to me. The evacuation route is easy. Just head north on 12 and then west on 64. Or you can take 158 at Whalebone Junction. I put a copy of this in all your emergency kits, just in case you forget. Now, everyone go, and I will close up the cottage.
Cherie, I take back every horrible thing I've said about your obsession with organization.
I don't know if I'll be able to read those directions in the dark.
Yeah, and this thing, I can't be bending over to read.
Cherie, you're just gonna have to lead Jerry Neal and Bernadette out. I'm gonna hitch a ride with Lexi. Now, don't worry, we'll be fine.
Well, we're not leaving you here.
It's fine. I have to drop her off at RDU anyways. See if she can catch an earlier flight to Atlanta. We'll be fine. Just go. We'll close the windows, lock the doors. It'll be fine. Go. Shoot.
Okay, but look, everybody phones each other when we get home, okay?
Of course.
Oh, no. We only got in one group swim.
Well, if we don't make it to the bridge, before it washes out, we might get in another one.
Oh, and if we do go in the drink, everyone, just grab hold of Lexi. Ooh, and hang on till the Coast Guard comes.
Shoot. Get going. What exactly are you doing?
Oh, there's never any emergency so dire that it can't wait until I reach the bottom of my glass. Besides, we're already packed. Even if the siren sounds, we're going to be miles ahead of everyone else.
So, how'd I do?
I think you did fine, considering the circumstances.
I appreciate you keeping my secret. If the other girls had known, I would have been all we talked about all weekend.
Wow. I'm really touched. I mean, Lexi Richards not wanting to be the center of attention. I do believe our little girl is all grown up.
I never thought I'd go through something like this alone. Figures it would happen when I'm between husbands. And I guess this is what I get for not having kids.
Well, I didn't know you regretted not having children.
Heavens, Dana, I don't. I'm much too selfish to have ever considered diverting my attention to a child. However, if given birth to a gainfully employed, fully educated 31-year-old offspring had been an option, I might have gone for that.
You know, I might have checked that box too if it had been available. So, surgery's still scheduled for Friday?
Yeah, and I'm dealing with that part fine. I mean, Lord, I've been nipped and tucked so many times that hospitals don't scare me. Isn't it unbelievable that I have spent so much money trying to get the outside of me perfect, only to have what's inside be the problem?
It is fairly ironic.
To hell with irony. If I've spent so much money trying to make the outside of me look gorgeous, only to die looking firm and gorgeous, somebody up there is going to have a lot of explaining to do.
Now, here's something that you can explain to me. When you got the diagnosis, why did you call me?
Well, 'cause you're my least sentimental friend. Any one of the other 3 girls would have hovered over me like a mother hen, and I needed a rock. Although, if perhaps you were to find yourself between cases, I wouldn't be adverse to you stopping by the hospital to visit.
Well, at the risk of jeopardizing my title of least sentimental friend, I can already tell you that I plan on being there in the hospital with you each and every day.
Well, how can you do that with your schedule?
Well, you're not the only one with the secret this weekend. See, I quit the firm a couple weeks ago.
But your career is everything to you. That doesn't sound like you.
Oh, no, this sounds like more like me than I've been in a long time. You see, when Randall died, I put in hundreds of hours of overtime. I mean, I took cases I had no interest in, just so I wouldn't have to go home and think about my life. And then one day I'm in the courtroom, and I'm cross-examining a witness. I raised my hand to make a point, and I guess my watch strap got all tangled up in my pearls.
Not your grandmama's pearls.
Oh, no, these are the ones I picked up in Malaysia. Anyhow, the watch brand, I guess it just broke the spurls, and they went just tumbling all over the floor. And I just sat and watched them fall, one by one. I couldn't speak. I couldn't do nothing. Just, it was like it was all happening in slow motion.
Were they cultured or freshwater? Black or white?
They were white, cultured, 16-inch strand. Can you just try to follow me here? Anyways, I woke up in the judge's chambers with paramedics standing all around me. See, my assistant had to tell me later that it turns out that I crawled around on the floor, trying to pick up each and every pearl, sobbing my little heart out. The judge had to call a recess, and the bailiff carried me out.
Was it a weak clasp? I've had that happen before. Was it silver or gold?
Oh, for Pete's sakes, will you just forget about the damn pearls? You missed the whole point of my story.
No, I didn't. You had a life-changing experience. The pearls cascade into the floor symbolized you releasing all the materials and trappings of your career-driven life that ultimately are irrelevant and unimportant to who and what you really are. Of course you quit the firm. What other choice did you have?
Wow, Lexi, that is really perceptive. I mean, that is exactly how I felt. Geez, you know, every time I think I know you, you go and toss me a curveball.
Well, I might be vain and frivolous, but I'm not shallow. There's a deep river of intelligence and understanding beneath this gorgeous veneer. I simply hide it as it tends to scare away the better-looking men. So, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I haven't thought it through completely. I mean, Randall always said that, once you hit 50, you're closer to the final curtain than the overture. I know. I still think there's time to find whatever it is I'm searching for. Randall didn't get that chance, so figure I'll do it for the both of us.
Where do you think you're going to start?
Well, I have always been at my best when I have a project. And right now, my project is making sure that my best friend, Lexi Richards, makes it to see another August on the Outer Banks.
They say I'm going to lose my hair.
Oh, honey, you have fried and dyed this mop so many times. You can just think upon this as having a fresh new start.
I'll try.
And you have got to let the rest of the team know what's going on with you before Friday. I mean, they deserve to know.
I know. Do you think everything's going to be okay?
Oh, honey, it's going to be fine. Just fine.
Promise?
I promise. Come on. That is, if the hurricane doesn't get us first.
We'll go slow again. All right. I just about got it. No. Oh, yes. Come on. We're in. Oh, brace yourself, girls. It's not very pretty.
Well, I agree you're no beauty queen, but you probably look worse.
Bernadette,
Yeah?
don't you have to use the bathroom?
Of course I do. Hey, quit shouting. I'm incontinent, not deaf.
But that's the kitchen, dear.
Has it always been?
Only for the last 50 years or so. Right through there. Call if you need any help. Oh, unless you want me to come with you.
No thanks. There's only seating for one.
Hey, you! Come on. You're missing the view.
Not from where I was standing out on the beach. The cutest young man in the shortest shorts was jogging by. I gave him a little wave and he waved right back. Almost makes me want to take up jogging again.
You absolutely amaze me.
And I could say the same for you. Where on earth did you learn to pick a lock like that?
Oh, at the convent, of course. The sisters might have been known for their heavenly works, but they were notorious for losing their keys.
So good to be back here, even if it is for the last time.
But we never did miss an August. And really, haven't we been lucky to have this view to ourselves for so long?
Hard to believe it'll soon be gone forever. And Lord, if these walls could talk, wouldn't we all be in trouble?
Some of us may be. Look at that dent. Wasn't that when you threw that coffee cup, 6 or 7 years ago?
I prefer to remember that as the time I saved all of you from that ridiculously large spider. Although, if I remember correctly, your appreciation was underwhelming.
We were more scared of your aim than we were of any spider. Oh, my goodness. I forgot how hot it gets down here.
Oh, shoot. I must remember to take off Vernie's coat before she melts.
Oh, goodness. Is she even forgetting to do the little things now?
Sometimes she's the same old Vernie, and in the next minute, she'll forget my name. I was really starting to worry about her memory loss, but given how hard Bernadette's life has been, memory loss could be a good thing.
Oh, well, you were an absolute angel for taking her in.
When Burl died, neither one of her kids were in any position to take her in, so I figured rather than rattle around in my old house, what better time to take a roommate?
Well, I still admire you for it.
Honestly, we have such fun. I signed up Bernadette for an aqua aerobics class at the Y. I thought it would do her good to be out with people. And the highlight is it gives me the chance to socialize with all the retired gentlemen who congregate at the end of the pool. Does them a world of good.
Oh, does it? And do their wives mind?
Only the ones that are still living. Anyway, Vernie says when she's in the water, nothing hurts and she feels like she's 25 again.
Oh, wow. Doesn't that want to make you take up swimming again?
Who do you think you're talking to? I signed up for a year's worth of classes.
Wait, of all the things God created, elastic waistbands are my favorite.
She's back. Let me get that coat for you, Vernie, before you melt.
Oh, so that's what that was. Oh, I thought I was too old to be having a hot flash.
There you go.
Oh, isn't she supposed to be here by now?
It's going to be so hard for her when she walks in and we're not all here.
Somehow I thought none of us would ever. I can't believe there's only 4 of us left.
How many of us did there used to be?
Oh, There used to be 5, Vern. Oh, good. She made it.
Well, whoever it is, I hope she brought ice cream.
Oh, hey, girls. I'm glad we all made it. We were starting to worry about you.
You didn't lose your way after all this time?
Shoot, I've been here for half an hour. I was sitting in my car up on the rise studying this cottage, trying to make sure I never forget how it looks.
You know, it could have saved a lot of time if you just used a camera.
Shoot, we all got trunks full of photographs. I was making memory pictures, that's all. Come on, give me a hug.
You got any ice cream in that bag?
No, I don't.
All right, let's hug and get it over with.
Oh, it is a strange feeling, knowing we won't be coming back here again.
Oh, but it wouldn't be the same without Dinah.
Lord, whoever thought she'd be the first to go?
I certainly didn't. I thought it'd be you.
What?
You know, all that health food you eat, I thought for sure it would backfire and get you in the end.
Well, I hope you aren't too disappointed, Lex.
I'm not disappointed. I'm simply surprised.
Anyway, Lexi, I have to tell you again how beautiful your eulogy was at Dinah's service.
Yes, it was terrific. Oh, and enlarging those photographs of all the travels around the world, oh, it was a perfect touch. Only Dinah could manage to look elegant, standing next to a yak, in front of a yurt, in utter Mongolia. You made that memorial service a celebration it was meant to be.
Thanks. After all she'd done for me, was the least I could do for her.
All that she's done for all of us. You know, it still floors me that she went and established that swimming scholarship at Pemberton.
She wanted our team's legacy to live on.
Oh, and there was something she did that we never knew. When I was going through her papers, I found out why this cottage was always available to us. 40 years ago, Dinah took out a lifetime lease on the place.
Oh, I'm surprised she never told us.
She
Yep.
did.
You're surprised. Here I was, priding myself on being so organized, getting the lease in early every year, get the same weekend in August. The whole time she already had it locked in.
Well, she sure did love this place.
Well, the bathroom works. Why can't we just stay here?
Because they're gonna tear it down, Vernon. And maybe it's time to just let this place go. It just wouldn't be right.
Oh, but don't worry, Vern. I'll rent us a very nice townhouse just a few miles away.
So we can keep coming to the beach?
As long as there are any of us left.
Good, because I'm starting to really like you people.
Now, you're just gonna love the townhouse, Bernie. We each get our own bedroom, and the kitchen is huge with a big double sink.
Oh, remember that time we came in and the kitchen sink started to overflow as soon as we walked in? Oh, we must have used all the towels and half of our clean clothes before it stopped.
Oh, and don't forget the weekend you had Kenny, Jerry Neal. We took a wrong turn on the way to the hospital, and by the time we got there, his head had already crowned.
Wait, aren't you the nun?
Not anymore, Vernie.
Bet I know why.
Oh, Vernie, don't you remember? You're the one that cut Kenny's umbilical cord.
On purpose?
Of course. When the time came, you muscled your way into that delivery room, stepped up like a champ, and did the honors.
While the rest of us stayed in the waiting room and polished off what was left in Dinah's flask.
Well, I can't tell you how happy I am to let y'all know our little boy, he's getting married.
Aw, you don't say.
Yes, ma'am, I do. And to an older woman, of course.
Like stepfather, like son.
That reminds me. You know what had all the ladies' tongues wagging at our latest Red Hats luncheon? Remember that silver fox I was telling you about? My orthopedic surgeon's father? Seems he's fixin' to ask me to the seniors' prom at the country club. Ladies, this could be the start of something big.
Like what?
Like another shot at romance. I'm only 77. I could use a new dance partner.
I think I had a romance once. His name was Merle. Or Verl? One or the other.
Oh, sugar. His name was Burl. And he was your husband, but he died several years ago.
Oh, that's right. He's dead. I wasn't convicted of anything, was I?
No.
Oh, good. Did you ever have a husband?
I still do, and he is determined to play on every golf course in the continental U.S. In fact, soon as my new hip decides to cooperate, we're hitting the road in our new RV. Would anyone like to join us?
Oh, well, if that didn't sound so gosh darn awful, Bryce and I would be right there with you.
Oh, I am really gonna miss this.
Isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?
There are few things more beautiful than the afternoon sun sparkling on the Atlantic Ocean.
It absolutely takes your breath away.
The water looks like it goes on forever.
Oh, wow, it sure does.
Haven't we had fun?
Nothing's meant more than this.
The best times of my life.
Ditto. Now, let's eat.
Oh, wait, Farron. I didn't want us all to meet here just to say goodbye to the cottage. As executor of Dinah's estate, we're here to fulfill her final wish. Dinah's here with us.
Oh, Cherie. And she always will be.
Oh, no. I mean, Dinah's here.
Oh, my.
She wanted us to sprinkle her ashes in the ocean in front of our cottage. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
So, what, you got her in a jar in there or something?
Oh, no. Dinah Grayson would never have stood for that. I've got her in something much more appropriate. What do you think, girls?
A martini shaker. It's perfect.
Oh, she would love it.
You wouldn't think you can fit an entire grown woman in there, do you?
It was always a perfect fit for Dinah. Girls?
The faster we swim, the sooner we win.
We win.
Okay, let's hit the beach.
You know, the first time we all met, Dinah was in the water. I think it's only appropriate if we say goodbye to her there.
It's a very nice ending to a very nice life.
Wait. Have I had a nice life?
Honey, you have had a wonderful life. You've been very, very happy.
I thought so. Will you remember that for me?
Of course I will. Let's go.
Are you coming?
Oh, sure. I just need a second.
You know, if we brought our swimsuits, we could all go for a swim.
Since when do we need swimsuits?
Come on, Dinah. Group swim.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending Thompson Playhouse's performance of the Dixie Swim Club. We do have a door prize this evening, but first let me introduce our cast. The play consisted of 5 leading ladies who all had equally important roles. First, we have the very witty Dinah, and in real life, very alive, Miss Angela Wolfe, who we prefer to call Angie. Next, the ditzy ray of sunshine, Jerry Neal, but in her everyday life, the very clever Miss Robin Foley. The hard luck Bernadette, who actually has a lot going on for her, Miss Amanda Fulton. The vain, youth-obsessed Lexi, who as far as we know is 100% natural, and is known around Thompson as the Shark, which could be because of her law practice or perhaps her love of swimming. Miss Serena Puranen. And the team captain, Cherie, who in everyday life does actually prefer to eat well and exercise, Miss Shannon Ethier. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of the Dixie Swim Club. We would like to say a special thank you to our prompter, Sandy Knight, and to our backstage manager, Kevin Hopton. For lights and sound, we thank Wendy and Smitty from Music Makers Productions. And ladies and gentlemen, the director of the Dixie Swim Club and the president of Thompson Playhouse, Miss Donna Wilson. My name is Wally Itzen, proud to be the producer of the play, and remind you that the proceeds from this production will be supporting the 2018 Manitoba Games, powered by Manitoba Hydro, taking right place here in Thompson, March 4th through 10th. A huge thank you to our sponsors, Thompson Gas Bar Co-op, the Quality Inn and Suites, Mystery Lake Auto Body, Valet, Paul's Plumbing and Heating, the Wawate Inn, the Hub Restaurant, the School District of Mystery Lake, and Ants Towing and Custom. And thank you to Paul from Shaw for recording this afternoon's performance. And now it's time for our door prize. And Donna, if you would come up and help with the door prize, we'd appreciate it. And Donna, we have something for you here. $265. And Donna, the cast would like to give you something and say thank you for a great job of directing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending. We hope you enjoyed the performance. Please drive home safely. The cast members will be in the hallway in just a moment. Chat to them and say hi. Thank you. Oh, the prize is a nice pillow from Quality Inn and Suites. Very comfortable. Thank you.